It is over if you're a crypto investor. So let me explain, because over the last few months, we've seen the entire crypto market explode in value with next to no corrections at all. We've seen nearly 8 weeks in a row for Bitcoin where there has been consistent profits. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, almost 8 weeks in a row. We've seen Bitcoin rally from under $40,000 per coin to over $70,000 per coin. And right now, we are finally seeing the first hints of a bit of a correction happen. So for those of you who are saying it's over, you shouldn't be investing in crypto, I would say, look, in the short term, we are absolutely 100% due for a 20 to 30, even 40% correction. These are natural corrections in every single bull market for crypto in the entire history. Nothing goes directly up forever, and that's basically what's been happening for Bitcoin. So seeing a 20 to 40% correction is almost guaranteed for Bitcoin, and it looks like that is exactly what we are seeing now. So for people who are saying it's over, I would say in the short term, this is a bit of a good sign. This is healthy for the market to see a bit of a retracement, and we'd honestly like to see Bitcoin drop even further, drop into the low $50,000 per coin range for that healthy correction in the market. Right now, we've seen that Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, and many coins have rallied tremendously, and they're starting to pull back slightly. The one thing I would say with Bitcoin is that if you're looking at it in terms of short-term and long-term, right now we still in the extreme greed territory for Bitcoin and the overall crypto market. Historically, this has acted as a perfect indicator for when you should sell. Whenever you see Bitcoin in the crypto market in extreme greed, you're never going to lose if you have sold during extreme greed. And you're never going to have lost if you bought during extreme fear. So right now we are in the extreme greed territory at places that we have never seen and places that we haven't seen in years at 88, which means that we are really, really in this extreme greed territory where everyone thinks everything's just going to continue to go up forever. And that is usually a great indicator for when you should sell. So use this indicator moving forward. When you see above 85, use that as an indicator to potentially take some profits, take some money off the table, and then you could reinvest it once you see that bit of a correction happen. In addition to this, we've also seen that spot Bitcoin ETF inflows are continuing to hit record high after record high. Just a few days ago, we saw over $1 billion of inflows into Bitcoin ETFs. So overall, yes, we're seeing a bit of a correction happen in the market, but this is just a short-term correction. Long-term, things are still looking extremely healthy for Bitcoin with spot Bitcoin ETF volume. We're seeing that Bitcoin is officially overtaking gold in investor portfolio allocation when you adjust for volatility. We're seeing that MicroStrategy recently upsized their offering. They want to have a $525 million debt offering to buy more Bitcoin. So if you're looking at the overall state of the market, yes, we're seeing a bit of a correction happen. Yes, it looks like the short-term rally is starting to cool off a bit, but long-term, things are still just getting started for Bitcoin and the overall crypto market. This is proven by the fact that we really haven't even seen altcoins rally yet. We've started to see altcoins rally a bit, but we haven't seen that massive altcoin season that people are expecting, and it's happened every single market cycle. Usually in every single market cycle, it starts off with Bitcoin rallying, then Ethereum, then altcoins. And right now, I think it is the perfect time to, take some profits on your Bitcoin if you haven't already. I've been taking them along the way up and start to invest into some altcoins. For example, one altcoin in particular that we've looked at quite a bit recently, we've talked about in multiple videos, is LandRocker, because LandRocker is a play-to-earn game. It's focused on fixing inflation issues in P2E gaming, ensuring growth in revenue for players by combining play-to-earn and play-to-win. If you look at this game, they have multiple different versions of the game. They have LandRocker Lite and LandRocker Pro. You could go ahead and click on either one of these, but with the Lite, the web version is in beta phase with limited access, and the Pro is a 3D downloadable version with exciting features. It's really a game changer to the entire, crypto gaming space. And when we're seeing with all these different narratives in crypto gaming, well, this is something that I think is really going to be something that is very, very exciting, increase in value pretty substantially. You can see that they've had official partnerships with Mutable. Mutable is massive. They've already had a rigorous audit. I've done my due diligence on the product, looked into it. That's why I've talked about it on the channel before, and getting accepted for integration into Immutables ecosystem is something that is really unheard of for a smaller project like this. Up to date, LandRocker has already raised over $2.1 million. Their seed round of $1.75 million has been completed. You can see it says they're currently in round 10. You get it with USDT, USDC, Matic, DAI, or ETH tokens. It's really simple to do. You just have to connect a wallet. These are like all the other ones that we've talked about in the past in terms of how to actually go about buying it. So if you are bond to pre-sale, it's pretty simple to actually do that. And last thing is going to be that with this project, they also have something coming up very soon, which is called a Bitcoin Hunt. Bitcoin Hunt is where they're going to be launching a planet with a full Bitcoin hidden in it. This is part of their game, so no one, not even the developers, know where this is, and it's safeguarded by the blockchain. So ultimately, token buyers during this pre-sale get free tickets to the campaign. You can see that as you buy more in the pre-sale, you get more tickets. It gives you a higher % chance to go ahead and win this Bitcoin Hunt. So this is a project that has seen major success in the past because their company behind it, called Infinite 8, has more than 20 years of experience. This isn't their first time around. So this is a project I think, with everything going on with Bitcoin and the overall market, is something that is more attractive, in my opinion, than just straight up trying to do a leverage trade on Bitcoin or longing some other altcoin. So you can see that I'll put a link down below for this project, but just something that's definitely worth checking out. And next project I want to talk about is going to be one that isn't yet available on major exchanges, but it's one that I am extremely bullish on for 2024. And we talked about this over on our Twitter, but the project is called Zkasino. This is a project that is reinventing the GambleFi space in crypto, and something that is really unique in the sense that this project has not launched a token yet, but it is set to launch one very soon. They've talked about it on social media in the next few weeks, and before even launching a token, they've generated $6.9 million of profit, have 35,000 users, have had 6.9 million bets, and over $390 million total wagered. So having these numbers without ever launching a token is unheard of for a crypto project, seeing that much profit. So this is something that I'm extremely excited about for when they do launch, because if you guys are looking for projects in 2024, Zkasino, when they do launch, is something that I think has huge potential to be a rollbit killer, to be the next major crypto in the 2024 bull market, because we've seen this narrative behind GambleFi, behind GameFi, behind gaming in general. I think this is going to help to drive the bull market, and having a project that has a massive community, has positive numbers before even launching a token, I think all of these things are going to help to drive up the price of this token long term. And we've also seen that there have been a lot of recent announcements about their Zkasino bridge, community involvement. So just keep an eye out on all of these things. They have a lot of different spaces on Twitter, so make sure to join those if you want. And last project is going to be with one called Blendr, because Blendr Network is a project that is under $1 per coin, under a $50 million market cap, and it's available to be bought on a few places. The place that I bought it personally is on CoinEx. It's the biggest exchange that it is on. And with Blendr Network, symbol BLENDR, this is a project that I am extremely bullish on because of the fact that it is an AI crypto, and recently they announced on their Twitter, they said Blendr is about to unveil a game changer. Stay tuned for the full reveal and watch the excitement unfold in just a few days. Being an artificial intelligence crypto based, all around a GPU, Blendr Network announced this, and this announcement says in the next couple of days we're going to have something, big to let you guys know of. This aligns perfectly with a major conference that takes place every single year for NVIDIA. NVIDIA's annual conference is in just 3 days, and I posted about this over on Twitter saying, look, NVIDIA's annual conference is in 3 days, March 18th. This AI crypto just teased a major announcement that aligns perfectly with NVIDIA's conference, and I said it's symbol BLENDR, Blendr. Blendr's ecosystem serves a dual purpose. It revolutionizes 3D rendering by providing access to distributed GPU power, making complex rendering tasks achievable without the need for high-end local hardware. At the same time, it builds a marketplace for AI computational intelligence where developers can trade algorithms, data sets, and computational insights. So ultimately, I think that with this major conference coming up, I think that could have a lot to do with the announcement from Blendr. So if you're not familiar, Blendr and this entire AI narrative in the crypto space have been exploding. AI cryptos have exploded tremendously over the last few months. They've performed better than any other sector of the market. And with Blendr, it hasn't really seen that massive rally. If you look at over the last year for this token, it's, up around double. It traded at a low of around 50 cents per token. It's around $1 per token now, but this is a low cap project that I think has huge potential. And if they're about to announce what I think they're going to announce is, something in partnership with NVIDIA, that would be an absolute game changer. Anytime a project has any connection with NVIDIA, especially an AI project, it explodes in value. And this only being a $50 million market cap project, less than $50 million, I think this could easily be a 10x project in just a very short period of time. So I did buy a bit of this token as well. But right now, the overall crypto market, it looks like, Bitcoin and the rally for Bitcoin is starting to cool off, that is over. And now is the time that you should be focusing on, if you haven't already, on altcoins.